Hello, church. Today, I want to start our time by asking you a question, and that is, do you know what was Jesus' first miracle while he was here on earth? If you know the answer to the question, that is great. You know your stories. If you don't, that is fine. Together, we can be reminded today about Jesus' power, Jesus' first miracle, and the impact that Jesus and his presence has on us, not just today and in the past, but always. And in order for us to answer that question, we go to the Bible, to John chapter 2. First miracle that Jesus performed while he was here on earth with the people was that Jesus turned water into wine. And there's 12 verses that relates the story to us. I'm going to just recap the story and focus into 2 verses. But we know from the Bible that Jesus' disciples, Jesus' mother, and Jesus were invited to a wedding in Cana. We also know that it's the third day into the wedding when the host finds out that there's no more wine. And Mary, or Jesus' mother, sees the need, and she goes and tells Jesus there's no more wine. And this is when we read directly from the Bible, and we see the conversation between Jesus and his mother. And it says, verse 4 and 5, "Woman, why do you involve me?" And Jesus replied, "My hour has not yet come." His mother said to the servant, "Do whatever he tells you." We know that the outcome of this interaction is Jesus telling the servant, fill these water jars with water. There were 6 of them, and he converts or changes that water into wine, where the guests are excited to find out that the best wine was given to them at the end of the event. But I want to go back to the 2 verses and see what happens with that conversation between Jesus and his mother. And we know that, "Woman, why do you involve me?" Right? That's what Jesus says. And at that point, his mother could have said, "Well, I come to you," and start kind of like finding excuses. She could have said so many things, but her response is to stay quiet and just, the Bible tells us that she tells the servants, "Do whatever he tells you." And I want us to focus ourselves today into that attitude that she had. Mary knew that when she came to Jesus, she can rely on him. She knew that Jesus was capable to perform miracles, or capable and to be able to give the right answer, whatever that was. Whatever the outcome of that conversation, Mary knew that she can trust in Jesus. And that's something that we can all take today. I want us to think about Jesus and the miracles that he did, but he didn't perform miracles just back then, but he can perform miracles for us right now. And when we come to him, when we rely our needs to him, when we are confident that Jesus will answer in one way or another, that gives us a sense of peace. That gives us confidence that Jesus will do something, regardless of the circumstances, regardless of the outcome, regardless of how long it takes. The idea is to trust in Jesus. So for us today, I just want to ask you, do you trust in Jesus? Are you relying on him and giving him everything you have for him to act and show you his miracles? If not, well, we can start today. Let's go back to John chapter 2, read the whole story and see what else Jesus wants us to learn about him. Church, let's trust Jesus. Be confident, because we know that he will answer and he will do miracles for us in his time. Amen.